Change is the law of nature. And this very phenomenon of change gives a new direction to the world. And those who can anticipate them are called visionaries. If only one could fly like birds. The Wright brothers could envision it, and the aviation industry was born. It was Thomas Edison whose vision brought light to quell the darkness of night. Apples, mangoes and guavas have always been falling. Why didn't they fall upward? It needed a Newton to mark this phenomenon and enunciate the law of gravitation. Some years ago, the computer was thought to be a complicated machine, but it was Bill Gates' vision which resulted in Windows-based operating system, as if the computer were a toy. This fact made it accessible to common homes. What was achieved by thousands of hands in many days is now being done by a few trained hands with the help of automatic machines in a matter of hours. Such automation gave new direction to the process of industrialization. How true is the old saying, necessity is the mother of invention. Let us look at the last 10 years. Talking to people while walking, at any time, at any place, was something seen only in the films. But today, a mobile phone in the hands of people is a very common sight. Black and white mobile phones have been replaced by those with internet browsing and 3G technology. It's been ages since we have written a letter or sent a telegram. Why? Because the days of the telegram and postcard have gone. Messages conveyed in days or weeks can now be sent within a matter of seconds through SMS and internet. The speed of dissemination of information has given birth to a major industry called information technology. See how far the banking industry has come in the last 10 years. Earlier, we had to stand in a queue to withdraw money. If it was a holiday, we had to wait for the next working day. But now, no more of those thick and huge ledgers. No standing in the queues. You can now withdraw money at your ATM facility 24 hours of the day and 365 days of the year. Banking transactions today are taking place with a few movements of your fingers. The farmer who ploughed his field with the help of oxen is now using tractors and harvesters for his agricultural operations. The old model buses have been replaced by air-conditioned buses. In the railways, there is greater demand for AC coaches. The air service in the past was used only in emergency, but today it is common for people to use it just to save time. Gone are the days when the cars were merely vehicles with four wheels. The cars today are blessed with great speed, air conditioners, audio-video systems and airbags. The same is the case with entertainment industry. Yesterday's color TV was a mark of prosperity. Today it is LCD, plasma, HD and even further LED TV, so easily available in the market. Gone are the days of the black and white TV and one or two fixed channels. You now have at your command hundreds of channels available all 24 hours. Watch a match or see a news channel as per your wish. Also are gone are the days of the single-screen cinema halls you could visit to see a movie by paying 10 or 20 rupees. Now you don't get to see a movie for anything less than 150 rupees. These are the days of the multiplex with food plazas and shopping malls. Today it is common to spend around 1,000 to 2,000 rupees to see a movie, do some shopping, eat, have fun and enjoy life. People's needs and wants have increased, but then new sources of income have also opened up. By and large, the increased income of the people has brought with it changes in lifestyle. This is because change is the way of the world. Every period of time brings its own changes and also gives birth to those who anticipate these changes. These visionaries feel the pulse of a human need and recreate a revolution which changes the course of history in that particular era. In the 70s, sale and purchase of shares was considered mere speculation and a gamble. It was at that time that Sri Dhirubhai Ambani made the common man a shareholder and gave him a new dimension to be a partner in the industrial growth. It was this which made him the visionary of his time. This is how the visionaries the world over have brought about changes in the world. Today, when the world is practicing personal touch and referral trading, people are not understanding the importance of these concepts, the changing phase of our economy. That India's economy occupied 12th position among the economies of the world, but stood fourth when it came to GDP, and third in terms of purchasing power. Per capita income has doubled in the last 7 years because salaries have gone up at a rate of 14%. Per capita monthly expenditure, which used to be 5,745 rupees in 92-93, has risen to 16,457 rupees. Today it is growing at a rate of 12% per annum. The disintegration of joint families into nuclear families. In most of the cases, husband and wife both were earning, resulting in enhancement in the family's spending capacity. Youth below 24 years of age constituted 36% of our population, and this age group was a habitual heavy spender. The urban population was increasingly adopting an international lifestyle, but financial advisors like Goldman Sachs were predicting that by the year 2032, India's economy will be the third strongest economy after that of the USA and China. India's agriculture contributed 17.2% to its GDP, while the industrial sector yielded 29.1%. But interestingly, it is the service sector which is the largest contributor to the GDP, fetching 53.7%, which was a mere 15% in 1950. So the constituents of the service sector: construction, real estate, insurance, finance, communication, transport, and leisure industry contributes 53.7% to our GDP. Then why should we not be a part of this industry? Living in hotels, eating and recreation were accessible only to a particular class of people till yesterday. But going on recreational trips with family and children or office colleagues has now become a necessity. Separate budgets are allocated for this purpose. Even then, one does not get bookings in good hotels when needed. Leisure and tourism industries worth thousands of crores of rupees. Hotel booking and tour package selling are growing exponentially. But this industry was in the hands of either organized sector or run by small-time agents. In spite of hotels and resorts being such a large industry, the common man had no partnership in it. Then why should the common man not be a partner in this business? India is undoubtedly the most beautiful place in the world. With its rivers, springs, plateaus, dense forests, deserts, the great Himalayan peaks. In such a beautiful environment, the routine life of an individual is filled with the frustrating work-related drudgery. Moving away from all this to spend quality time with your family and children fills your life with renewed energy. This is the reason that every government wants its pilgrimages and tourist spots to be developed so that more and more people could come there and enjoy their scenic beauty. Besides inculcating a healthy mind, this endeavor would provide employment opportunities and boost business and economic enterprise. At present, we have a tie-up with hotels and resorts of our country, located at beaches, historical places, safaris, hill stations and metros. If you deposit 1,000 rupees in your bank account, it would not become 2,000 rupees in a week. However, even a small businessman would do this within the same period of time. This is because much is possible in business. It is one thing to do business and earn wealth and fame. But wealth so earned is of no value if a part of it is not shared with the backward and deprived sections of our society. In sum and substance, in these changing times, reach out to the people, wipe away their tears, spread joy and happiness, bring them 1,000 cheers. As you walk on the sands of time, do your noble deed. To live in the hearts of people is a life well lived indeed.
सब लोग हैं अपने यहाँ, कोई पराया है कहाँ। तू कौन है पहचान तू, इंसान से मिल इंसान तू। हाथ से हाथ मिला, हाथ से हाथ मिला।